Woo! Heads up, fellas and fellates. Radio the Clown. Here reminding you that AI has actively increased Black Friday anxiety. The likelihood of getting shanked for this decade's plushy mascot is past the rafters, as ChatGPT and others are employed to develop strategies for breaching stores early, hobbling other shoppers, and even circumventing item limits. The stores are literally mapped out for 187 million suburban commandos with all the bitter entitlement of a dying class. Stay home unless you're a war tourist or other adrenaline junkie.
In a novel legal strategy, Thorax cult accuser Tony Griffith is suing cult leader H. Bugs Imperiore in civil court for wrongful ego death. This follows the mistrial over criminal charges of kidnapping and extortion. Bugs himself has been in the wind since the controversial mistrial. He probably rolled into a protective ball and vanished under the bed. It seems the relative fragility of Terran insects isn't far removed from the witless wiener behavior of this extraterrestrial spiritual guru. Led Thorax Counsel, Stryker and McClown, stated in a release that Bugs has gone underground to spend more time with his family of nightcrawlers. Actually, they said Bugs Imperiore is not the actual head of Thorax. Me thinks power has been strategically transferred to a certain balding baby dick money launderer. If this is heading where we believe it is, it appears threads of probability have become entangled in a knot of grave certainty. Speaking of graves, here's another story for you. Another Midwestern cemetery has been found to contain almost zero bodies and lots of botted servers. Big data first came under fire years back for buying up cemeteries and quietly getting the property rezoned. Focusing on Potter's Fields, which mostly contain unidentified remains with no next of kin to interfere. These graveyards are maintained by state and local departments, many of which are increasingly turning to private firms for aid with public services. There have also been at least 2 confirmed cases of historic slave cemeteries being sold off. We're persons in the land and space, said Metabank's Theo Darling. The remains have degraded beyond identification, as have most of the markers, and no one is looking for these people. Continuing to memorialize a people in this way is a waste. I cremated my parents. He actually, yet Reuters quote him on all that. There's a point in there somewhere as the rise of the mortuary industry was driven by social pressure and greed. But so is this. Why not pay people who are alive to take on an implant that generates new math or money or whatever, pay them a stipend, cover their medical bills? Why not try that, Steve N. Corbin? Instead of surreptitiously altering Dreamcatcher code in someone's existing module. Crypto turd bitch freak. But anyway,